Well, welcome everybody. This is Be Divine, and I'm here for another big reading. And we're going to be focusing on the month of May, okay, 2022 course. And I'm going to be starting off with our little fortune game of the Gong He Fought Choy. If you didn't see this last month, this was something that I've actually been interested in Gong He Fought Choy for a really, really long time. And it was very hard to, you can find things about it online, and you can find little widgets and things that will allow you to do it. But finding this particular book from Margaret Ward, I was able to find this on eBay, right? And it's actually from 1936, so I'll be really super careful when I go through. And what we do here is there are 36 different parts, or compasses as they call it, that we will determine a message using a special deck of playing cards that I've already set up earlier, right? So 7's going all the way up, and you get rid of the rest of those cards, because that's what how it works. And I'm trying to talk and blow that and it doesn't work. Okay. Okay, so as we go through this together, it's going to be quite old-fashioned in the wording, but let me tell you, it's very accurate, okay? There's a lot of things that if you can just put it into your own words, you will start to see things occur for you. We have a whole lot of cards, a lot of Lenormand cards, of course, I'm going to go over today. Different aspects of that also for us, and some other cards, the Rumi Oracle, which is beautiful and will give us a lovely message as well. So this is really focused on May, of course, as moons come up. So we have a lunar eclipse on the 16th of May, I believe it is. You know, we've just been in eclipse season for the solar eclipse, and a lot of things change in this time, all right? So we need to pay attention as we are moving forward. So I always need to put oils on my face and hands as I'm doing these readings. To me, it's a ritual that I do, and I create my own oils, and it's just something that while I'm talking, I feel really in tune. And also being in high elevation, your hands get really dry and, you know, even cracking. So I just keep this oil on, which makes me super oily. Right? Okay. And we will go through this and have a look at our fortune. Okay, so these are my little cards. I only use them for this purpose, and the purpose of doing this particular oracle. They are not used for anything else. And that's one thing to remember about all of your cards, is that they should just be used for that purpose. That's it. Personally, I don't like anyone. I used to give my cards, you know, to my client and say, okay, shuffle the cards. And I don't do that anymore. I haven't done that for probably 25 years. I just don't like anyone else's energy on my things. And it should be dedicated. It's like respect. So what I do here is shuffle these until I feel like we have all of the positions. Well, I take one card out, which is going to represent the very first position in here, and that is the compass. So I'll show you. See how old this is? Okay, so I've got to try to be careful with it. The Queen of Clubs, when we find the Queen of Clubs, that's always going to be about us. That's just how she set this up. And the House of Compass is the first house. So what this really talks about is what direction you are facing in order to do the reading. Now, that's not going to really work too well because I'm set up right here. Where am I facing? I'm actually facing north. Okay, so it really doesn't matter about the compasses. The first page that we're going to be looking at is the House of Wishes. So as soon as I'm ready here, we're going to put that top card aside because we're not answering that question. All right, here we go. The House of Wishes. So we have the 8 of Spades, which says trouble. In the House of Wishes indicates that worry or trouble of some kind is influencing your wish. So we will check the card in the House of Trouble, and if there's a spade, your wish is very doubtful. Any other card means uncertain conditions. So what it will mean is that your wish is going to depend on how much you're going to worry about something or not, right? Are you going to let something continue to get to you? The House of Success, and I'm just turning the cards over, is actually the 9. So in the House of Success indicates that you are, or you might be, disappointed in your success, or you'll meet with a setback or a loss of some kind in financial progress. This is true. Like, a lot of people have been feeling that way. Definitely, you know, we're going through so many hardships across the board. So this is just making us aware, you know, whenever we get some of these negative cards right at the start, it's good because we've got them out the way. All right, remember, this is just, we're doing this for everybody, so take what resonates. House of the Moon. We have the 8 of Clubs. So in the House of the Moon, it indicates that your romance may be like a business proposition to achieve something, or love will come with business. Love and business are mixed here. Okay, love and business are mixed here. Okay, how do you emotionally feel about your work? Because it's the Moon. All right, the House of Surprises. Oh, 10 of Hearts. 10 of Hearts. A marriage or union in this house, surprises indicates that you will be surprised about someone's elopement or marriage, or a surprise party will be held in your honor. A union with old friends. If you're a business person, you will be surprised over the union of some business affair that will be of some benefit to you, or maybe a surprise about an old person's wedding. You see how this is a very old way of divination. So obviously the wording, the way that we used to live in the 1930s is a little bit different to how we live now. Sometimes what can happen, the 10 of Hearts, is that it's talking about marriage and union, and it's like, it's a surprise who's going to get connected with each other, right? So it's a surprise. So in your own relationship, the 10 of Hearts indicates joy on every level. However, in business, you're surprised over some kind of business affairs that affect you as well. So this is happiness about it, though. All of the red and the red cards are always very positive. Not always. Okay, let me rephrase that. Are mostly positive. Okay. The club in itself will talk about vocation. It will talk about activity. And the spade usually talks about things that are more in your face a little bit. So as we're going along, this is the House of Popularity. We have the Jack of Hearts, okay? So this indicates that you are popular among your friends and relatives. Some people who have a strain with their relatives, these, you're thinking, yeah, I'm not really popular at all. Think about it as family that you've chosen, okay? Family that you've chosen loves you. So that's all that matters. Now, this is the house of the house. This is what's going on where you live. And there's something, a gift is coming. Ace of Diamonds. A new undertaking in the house of the home indicates money will be spent in the home to a good advantage. Or you are contemplating buying a home, or some new undertaking will start in the home and will meet with success. So this is also home business or working from home, or working from home, money coming into your space. Now, remember when we had at the beginning, it felt like we'd had all these losses and things. And that was more, from what I feel, it was more telling us how we've been feeling. And this is good news for us. That something is coming in. It's going to feel like a gift. It's probably going to be a check that comes in, or something that you weren't expecting, or that you finally pick up sales, or whatever. This is the House of Journey, and we have the King of Spades. So callers in the House of Journey, it indicates that someone calls to tell you about a death, or police call bringing bad news concerning an accident to someone that you know, or a speeding ticket while driving. Now, pay attention. There is nothing in my bones that would want to give bad messages on any stretch of the imagination. So sometimes we have to take things for what they really are. The King of Spades is a professional, someone who wears a uniform. Could be a cop. It could be anybody like that, right? Fireman, cop, okay? That's the sort of thing. And it also indicates that, you're going to have to be extra vigilant, extra careful. Now, when this comes up, and actually, to be honest with you all, for my husband and I, this whole accident thing has been coming up a little while. And all it makes us do is understand that we've just been warned to be really careful. If we weren't doing readings or anything, we wouldn't have known about it, So this is asking you to be really careful. Make sure you're vigilant on the road. You're double checking your blind spots, that you are not speeding right now. It's almost like that Archangel Michael card that I have that says there's a lot more police out and about. So be careful, okay? This is a warning. Some of you may already know what this is about, all right? So the House of Papers, Jack of Spades. It indicates that you'll have a legal tilt over insurance papers, or someone may try to cheat you out of what's rightfully yours in some paper. Be careful. Read all the fine print. If you get a funny feeling about somebody and you lend them money, will more fool you, right? Because you already knew that they weren't to be trusted, and you just wanted to be a good person, or whatever it is for you, And it's all about following our instincts and not making those same repetitive mistakes. So here it's really asking us, think about it, what we're thinking, use our brain wisely, and if someone doesn't feel right to you, or you don't think someone's going to pay you, or you don't think you should do something, don't. Okay, it's what it's warning you about. Okay. House of Vocation. Queen of Spades. It indicates that you've been retarded in what you are doing through nagging relatives, or nagging people, or draining drama queens, or hampered through money, or people do not appreciate your loyal service or what you do for them. This is what you've been feeling, like people are not grateful for you. Hey, I get that way myself. I feel like I do a lot for humanity, and sometimes it feels like, how long do I have to keep going for, before it starts changing? And you can get yourself in your own mind that way and start being resentful. So what you got to do is be really grateful for yourself, because if you don't appreciate yourself, how can you expect others to appreciate you? you are the most important person on this journey. Yourself. You yourself. And we really need to start taking stock in this as well. House of marriage. Ooh, 8 of hearts. So this talks about moon love in the house of marriage. It indicates that if you're single, love and marriage will soon come into your life. If you're married, then your mate loves you. Okay. Remember, this is written in 1936. Everybody got married. Okay, so if you're not into getting married, then there's someone coming forward for you. Okay, 9 of diamonds in the house of happiness. Wow. Surprises in the house of happiness indicates that a surprise that you receive within a week will bring you happiness. Okay, a surprise within a week from today, from when you're seeing this video. House of enjoyment. Ace of hearts. So that's a good one. So this talks about your house as well. And it talks about enjoying a party where you live, or an invitation to someone's home, or it indicates you enjoy a good home. We love a good home, we do. We love a good home. House of messages. I think our home loves us so much it won't let us leave. Queen, remember what I told you about the Inquirer is the Queen of Clubs, whether you are masculine or feminine. So in the house of messages indicates a message will come to you very soon, and a message is going to be to your advantage. Pay attention. We've got to be open to these things as well. There's no point me saying all this and you're going, nah, that's not going to happen. I'll just keep going this way. House of relatives. King of clubs. So in the house of relatives indicates that you will either work with or for relatives. They will have something to do with the work that you do, or that you will take up some form of learning or employment to please a relative. We shouldn't do anything to please anybody else. We should do everything for ourselves. So the King of clubs also indicates that you can work for yourself, that you have the business acumen to do that. Okay, House of health. House of health is the Ace of clubs, and it talks about a gift you receive will benefit your health, something for the garden or out of the door work. Outdoor work. Okay, house of money. 8 of diamonds. We want to see a diamond come up with money for sure. Inheritance in the house of money indicates that you will inherit some money, small sum, stocks and bonds. Legacies come from unlooked for places at times, and a person does not have to die for you to inherit, right? In the past, the only way people made money, especially if this was created around the time of the Great Depression. This was around the time that my grandma was going to high school in the Great Depression. People only got money really when there was some kind of inheritance left to them, you know. Stocks and bonds and things like that were big when I was young. My dad was into stocks and bonds. Who knows what happened to them, because there was nothing there when he passed away, so he must have cashed them in. But yeah, there's something that is owed to you, I would say, and you're going to get it this month. House of seasons. 10 of spades. The sun. House of seasons indicates that the next 3 months should change conditions in your life. Through the past 3 months, things have changed for you, perhaps so gradually that you've not really noticed it. Lucky day is Thursday, funnily enough. That's when I'm making this video. Not sure when you're seeing it. I'm making it on a Thursday. House of friends. I'll be there for you. All right, 7 of clubs. In the house of friends indicates that a message from a friend will bring good financial news, or a friend buys your business if you have one for sale and helps you with it. Remember back in the day, you actually had a shop front. I would love to have a school, you know, my academy as a shop front, and people can come and study. But anyway, in the house of friends, a friend will bring good financial news. A friend may buy your business if you have one for sale, or is going to help you with it somehow. So friendship is the great chain of human society, and intercourse of letters is one of the chiefest links of that chain. James Howell. There are 3 faithful friends, an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. Benjamin Franklin. Can't believe some of these are still in here. The Mandela effect did not affect this book. House of Gifts. Jack of Clubs. It indicates you may expect a gift from a close friend or relative. Close gift you have long desired. A small gift, sorry, a close gift. A small gift you've really wanted. A gift, okay. We'll take it. House of Letters. 10 of Clubs. Journey. The House of Letters indicates you'll receive a letter from across the water, or you will send one, or you'll make a long trip after receiving a letter. Okay. What I've noticed with the Gong He Fought Choy, some of the frivolous little stuff in here doesn't matter, but things of information coming forth, things about journeys, things about your house, and things about finances and work and things like that, they tend to ring really true. So pay attention to this. This is talking about a letter because that's all they used to have. It could be a text, an email, information, whatever it is. Something from overseas causes you to take a long trip after you hear the news, or someone is quite far away, or there's some kind of something that you can help with. Okay. House of Trouble. 9 of Hearts. So in the House of Trouble, it indicates that you worry about your wish, or there's some obstacle in connection with it. It doesn't signify that you won't get it. You just might have trouble after you get it. You know what happens? You know, when people suddenly land on money, a lot of the times they absolutely change, you know, their own personality. And this is, and you know, become stuck up or whatever is the issue. Don't ever change. If you get a lot of money come into your life, you don't need to tell everybody, don't need to advertise it. Just don't change. Stay who you are, you know. It's certainly my view on it anyway. House of Disappointment. King of Hearts. So in the House of Disappointment, it indicates that you will want to be kind and nice to someone, and you'll be disappointed in that outcome. Maybe someone's disappointed in you. You know, maybe you're vesting too much interest in the thoughts and opinions of others. I learned the hard way that that does not do you any good. House of Death. King of Diamonds. So in the House of Death, okay, we are going to hear of the death of someone very prominent. Okay, someone famous, someone not famous, but well known. Some cases you will sign a death certificate, or arrangements will be made about a death and papers will be handled by you. It also indicates the death of a very prominent professional man. With the diamond suit, this could be a man with grey hair, whose hair was naturally darker. Because if this was a fair-haired man, it would be the heart. This is someone that has naturally dark hair, that's older, that is going grey or white. Okay, and this is coming in May. House of undertaking. 7 of diamonds. Success in the house of undertaking indicates that a new venture will be offered, such as shares or commission. If attending school, side work will be offered to you. Success is in store for you. Whoa. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my crystal just jumped literally out of its little pocket. It's this crystal here. This is a flower agate. Don't we love those? Wow. Okay. It just did its own thing. Okay. The other thing I wanted to tell you, since I just mentioned the crystals, is next Friday we are having an auction. Next Friday, auction. Don't worry, just you'll find out a few days before. Okay, we are going to have an auction, and it will be live. We have a lot of things to share with you all, and away we go. We're not going to be doing auctions all the time, so when we do them, you want to be there. Okay. All right, the House of Achievement. Ace of Spades. In House of Achievement, it indicates that you will sever connections with something soon that will help you achieve something better. There's a decided change of some kind here. Okay. See, the Ace of Spades is normally about the house, and it came up as a connection with the achievement here. And you will stop something so that you can begin something else, achieve something better. I like that. House of Inheritance. 7 of Spades. In the House of Inheritance, you should have inherited good health, or you will be blue and heartsick over a death or an inheritance that you were supposed to get, right? So good health, that makes sense, good. I keep getting these not prank calls, but you know, scam calls. House of Callers, there we go, 9 of Clubs. Someone was calling me. Luck in the House of Callers indicates that you will have a good luck by calling on someone or by their calling on you, and you will find out something to your benefit. Okay. House of Gratitude. Queen of Hearts. The House of Gratitude indicates that friends are grateful or will be grateful for a favor you've done or will do for them. Okay, we needed to hear that, most likely. This is your House of the Inquirer. So you, 10 of Diamonds, woohoo! Money in the House of the Inquirer indicates that you should receive a large sum of money soon. Remember, this reading is for May. Some of it is going to resonate. I mean, I'm trying to do it for the collective, and I held that intention as I'm doing this. I really feel there will be a release of funds to people, you know. It's going to be something that changes here, and we need to see it. House of Luck. Jack of Diamonds. So in the House of Luck, it indicates you'll be lucky in keeping a certain letter that you intend to throw away. Or you'll be informed of some good luck through the mail, something like earning money or merchandise, you see? Don't throw out those letters that you get. The last one is the House of the Sun. So we have a diamond card here. And this talks about that you have vibrating to money this week. Keep the thought of money furthermost in your mind. Best time to concentrate on the same is in the morning. Think of the same during the day. It says, blessed power of sunshine, genial day. What balm, what life is in thy ray. To feel thee is such real bliss, that had the world no joy but this, to sit in sunshine calm and sweet, it were a world too exquisite for man to leave it for the gloom, the deep cold shadow of the tomb. Okay, so that was a Thomas More poem. I used to write a lot of poems, and I don't do that anymore. Okay, so there's our fortune. Okay? We got a whole lot more to go, so don't worry. Woo! So much. Okay. All right, it's a funny day today. It's beautiful and sunny outside, but it's cold as well, so it's deceiving, you know, kind of like that when you can get the heat, the sun on you, and you can get the sun on you, and it's still cool, you know. Okay, so a lady gifted me these cards called Karen, it's her name, and the Rumi Oracle. They are different, but they are beautiful, and I would like to do one for us. I'm going to be here a while, so hopefully you've got yourself a cup of tea or something. Got your drink and your whatever you're doing. Okay, so a blessed message for each one of us, please. You hear the jets going over, don't worry about it. They may come in twos. We are right near, in Colorado Springs, we're right near Peterson Airport, Air Force Base. So we hear planes, we hear the FedEx every night at 9:30. It's like, there it goes, and it's loud. I don't know how that thing stays in the sky. Oh. Okay, this is a message for everyone. Thank you. Sacred Union. Okay, so here's the picture. I'll read it for you. Sacred Union. So only the oneness of love and the lover is eternal. Surrender your heart into this union, for all else in this world is momentary. And this is Rumi. Stupefied with bliss, I become without thought. There is no grief in that loss. I gladly surrender my intelligence in favor of this mindlessness. It is ecstasy, rapture. The sweetness of the union so sacred overwhelms my senses. The lover and the beloved are my world. Nothing else exists except this love, this unity of divine masculine and feminine, and the fresh new universe that shall be born from their sacred conjoining. It happens even now, between my body and my spirit, and in yours, and in his over there, and that woman passing by. All creation in sacred rapturous embrace. So shocking and wild, this frenzy of loving delight without limits. Let us be swept away, my beloved, in the passionate loving that renders duality into one and tips the mind into empty ecstasy. You lucky, lucky angel, you are about to be blessed with sacred union. This union is of the lover and the beloved, the masculine and the feminine. That which appears to be opposite will no longer appear to be so. There is a coming together that is destined and divine. You are to be swept up in a wave of such love. So this comes to you as a portent, a sign of that which is to come, and also a confirmation of your spiritual journey so far. You've been working to integrate masculine and feminine energies within. Oh, perhaps you have not used those words, but you've been attempting to find the balance between living a surrendered life and leading from the heart, and then knowing when to take the initiative to set something in motion. When to put your body, mind and soul into getting your shoulder behind something to push. You've been working hard to surrender attachment to plans and how you think things should go. That is absolutely true for me. Instead, you've intended to show it up for what it is, to seek out the genius of life through unconditional acceptance. Instead of judging, and fearing, resisting what is, as though it were a big mistake, perhaps caused by ignorance within. No, you do not seek to hide from love anymore. You've been learning, step by step, how to embrace it and allow it to embrace you. What a journey you are taking, beautiful lucky angel. So your confirmation is thus: you are growing, you are evolving, you are making genuine shifts in consciousness that are allowing you to change the way you are in the world, to become freer, more loving, wilder, more divine. The divine has been seducing you with love and beauty, and now in your surrendered state, you are seducing the divine. You are calling such passionate devotion to your cause, such clever and capable assistance, such graceful intervention. The divine cannot resist your beauty. So keep going with the sacred surrender. Keep believing in the inner healing path you are traveling with such success. Accept this confirmation and acknowledgement close to your heart and keep traveling along your path of love. Keep this knowledge in your heart. You are meeting your beloved. What could be more exciting? The sign coming to you with this card is that of great love bestowed by the hand of grace. What this means is there is destiny at play in matters of the heart. There is heart healing and a letting go of past obstructions, suffering, or misunderstandings. You could say, in a way, that the great cosmic matchmaker has taken up your cause. If you are already in a relationship, expect that there will be healing of that relationship in whatever way needed. You may have no sense of how it is going to play out. It may result in a deepening of commitment to your lover, but it will certainly result in a deepening of your own commitment to love. If you are open to attracting a new and significant relationship into your life, perhaps a life partner, soul friend, or other supporter of your life journey, then the divine is hearing your call and is answering. Let go of your grip. Don't hold on to a particular person, to a particular fear or fantasy. Instead, open your arms as if expecting your lover to run straight into them. For what could be more perfect than the divinely sanctioned relationship entering into your life? It will move you. It is likely through romance, but it could be through soul-satisfying partnership, the soul for whom you've been waiting so your life path and heart-inspired work can continue to develop. It could be through the presence of a child, or even a coming together of your own inner masculine and feminine, so that you finally have a clear sense of your purpose in life and the means through which to take action on it, even if that action is to surrender yet again. This also comes with a particular piece of guidance for you. No matter what has been, what has succeeded, and what has appeared to fail, what has been loved and what has been lost, there's only one truth that will prevail in your life, without failure, without exception, and that is love. It is all you are truly seeking, and it is behind every life experience seeking you. Don't stand back from it. Do not put yourself aside. Turn down your eyes and pretend you cannot be seen by the world. Be bold, claim the love that is your divine birthright, and know that sacred union's yours, destined in the heavens and blessed by the great beloved. So this is what we sort of say to ourselves right now. Through the grace of Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I call upon my true beloved now to be at one with my heart purpose. Through divine grace, our sacred union is now sanctioned and blessed. The love in my life swells to overflowing, and I do not try to contain it. I'm satisfied to be washed away in bliss. And I serve the great beloved in this divine romance, offering my heart to the one great love through which all other love emanates. I am love. I am united, heaven and earth, conjoined in passionate devotion to the great beloved. Love fills my life in all the ways I need, and I am graced by divine blessings so rich. Thank you, and so be it. So there we go. Something is deepening, okay? I've sort of noticed this this energy of love, and having these unions and partnerships and things. They've been coming up a lot in readings, and people who don't want to have a relationship, I just want you to remember that you can still connect with your twin flame, who most likely is on the other side of the veil, to help open up your heart, to help bring you onto your pathway, to show you the truth of what love is really about. And it doesn't need to be about a partnership. If you're in one, there's a change coming in your relationship. You may have thought it was good already. It may get just mind-blowingly out of this world. There's something connecting us and the divine right now through this love strand. And, it's bringing us into... It's helping us by having this love vibration. It's helping us to be able to move into those next levels, right? We can't move into this next dimension or this next level or this ascension or this 5D and all the stuff people talk about all the time if we still got all this old stuff and we have it pestering us. We have to move through. We have to push through it. It has to be through a love vibration. It's the only way. It heals everything. I've actually got these little numerology cards that were asking to have a turn today. So we'll also get a message from these. And this is going to be earth, air, fire, water. Okay, so I will do them in 4 groups. Earth, so earth, air, fire, water. So I really hope you enjoyed the light leaders actually talking about their experiences. I just loved it, having so much fun. We always have so much fun whenever we get on the Zoom call. We were already having a really good time before we started going live. I'm like, I better start recording. But yeah, I'd love to see you there as well. This is my baby at the moment, is trying to develop this academy to be the best source of training for all those who are focused on helping others to succeed with their healing, with their progress, with their light journey. And yeah, we're sick of the old ways of doing things, so here comes the new stuff. So here's the earth number. Whoops, it's not meant to be upside down, sorry. It might be because I didn't check anything. Self-love, earth, air, love, partnership. You see how it's coming up? Fire, individuality, and water. Forgiveness. All right, look at that. 2 oranges and 2 blues with the orange and the blue. What? Okay, here we go. Here we go. 61. Self-love. Earth signs. You need to focus your attention on loving and believing in yourself. This is about being encouraged to make your relationship with yourself your number 1 priority, as this is the key to happiness and the manifestation of your dreams. See? Rather than dwelling upon your shortcomings, you need to embrace and accept who you are. It's now time to start treating yourself like a friend by replacing your negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Statements that affirm you are lovable, worthy and perfect just as you are, help raise your energy vibration and improve your life circumstances. So it says to set aside time to write down all the things that you admire about yourself, such as your sense of humor, your smile, and your capacity to love. Every little thing counts and nothing is insignificant or minor. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to, harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to love and believe in yourself. Remember, you're an ongoing work in progress and you didn't choose to come here to be the perfect person with the perfect life. Everything in your life is a reflection of what you believe about yourself, you see? So nurture yourself with love and make the affirmation, I love and believe in myself and I make my dreams come true. So everything in your life is a reflection of what you believe about yourself. If you believe that you can't have a loving partner, then you're going to end up with a jerk. And you're going to believe that that's what you deserve, right? If you don't see yourself as being gifted and connected, then all you'll see is failures everywhere. You've got to change the language, and it needs to be a language of love, right? A long time ago, I did a 12-day live. I think it was last April, and I went live for 12 days, and I talked about the declarations that we use to speak about ourselves. I talked about the energy plays. I talked about all of these things. And what we expect to see in our life is exactly what we have. And it sounds funny because we're like, well, why would I be expecting to be abused? No, it's your trauma response to connect with somebody who's not going to do the right thing by you because sadly, that's all you've ever known. And to break that, you need extra support and people who've been through it. But you have to give back to yourself. Self-hate destroys quicker than anything else. Your body will just start to wither away, you know? And I just see it time and time again. And sadly, the people that are really needing help very rarely come forward. So just listen to these messages today. The next one is about air signs. So this card indicates a time when a romantic relationship is about to enter your life, air signs. Perhaps you're single or are about to meet someone special, or maybe your current relationship is about to progress. Either way, love is just around the corner, provided you believe, once again. In the meantime, you're being encouraged to focus on what you have to offer rather than what you'd like to receive. By doing so, you'll attract a mutually loving relationship that serves both parties and needs. Remember, you must believe that love exists in order to attract it into your life. So work on any limiting beliefs or negative thoughts you may have about love. And in order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are leading you toward a romantic love partnership. So love and appreciate yourself as you are today. Embrace your imperfections and be assured that you're worthy of love. Your loved one will appear when you know without a doubt that you're lovable and deserving. So I don't know how, I don't know when, but love is on its way. Perfect. Okay. The next one is individuality. I also just feel like for the collective of everybody on the planet, that love is, love wins. It has won already. We just have to focus on not what was trying to distract us, but focus on where we want to be in our future, because that speeds everything along. There's no point sitting there, thinking to yourself, well, I do try to be positive and nothing happens, because you're ending it off with nothing happens, or it never happens, that never comes in, I've heard this before. That is your finishing statement. That is, I am trying, but I just don't believe that it's coming in, so I have given up. And then I'm trying again, and I just can't see that what I want to have happen is actually taking place, so it's all a load of rubbish. The idea is that there is no second part of your statement, just that you're doing and being and giving and shifting and moving. And who cares about the details? We have no idea what the divine has in store to help us and to put people in our path, to expand our energy and all of this. But if we keep shutting it off, then no wonder you're not going to see anything. I had someone say on a reading the other day I was doing, oh yeah, I've heard all this before and nothing happens. And I said, well, you can expect that one way or another. And I left it at that. And I'm like, yeah, nothing ever happens. Well, way to go. How to be, you're just declaring that nothing ever happens. This doesn't work for me. This is something that just works for others. That's what you're doing. You're limiting yourself. Not you. Maybe you don't limit yourself, whoever's listening, but someone needs to hear this. Okay, individuality is for earth, air, fire signs, okay? A need to embrace your individuality, be your true, authentic self. Rather than follow the crowd, you're being guided to break away from the pack and take the road less traveled. Instead of feeling like you're a square peg in a round hole, you're being encouraged to build your own square hole. So, you're being called upon to step up to the plate, celebrate your uniqueness. At this time, you must have the courage to speak your truth and march to the beat of your own drum, despite the opinions of those around you. What others think of you isn't your business anyway, and it's impossible to please everybody. So you must focus on pleasuring yourself. It actually says you must focus on pleasing yourself. And I just went there. Oh, you need to focus, pleasure yourself. Oh my God. Okay. Everybody knows who I am by now, so oh well. As you honor your individuality and feelings, you will reclaim your personal power and enhance your connection to source. When you do so, you can make your dreams come true. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to embrace your individuality. And as you step into your power as your true, authentic self, you will improve your relationships with others and your overall quality of life. So I embrace my individuality and become my true, authentic self. Okay, it's time. It's time that everybody moved in this direction and not in everybody else's direction anymore. I just want to make sure we've got some light on the subject, but not, there we go, but not flashing the screen. Okay. Right. We really need to focus on ourselves. What do you want to do? You are first in this equation, probably for once in your life. So earth, air, fire, water. forgiveness. Poor water signs, all they have to do is, you know, they're always so sensitive to everybody else and really not very sensitive towards themselves. And hopefully this changes. We move into forgiveness, needing to forgive yourself or others, letting it go. This is encouraging to heal any unresolved anger, hate, jealousy, resentment, or guilt that's blocking your success. Such emotions are toxic to your body and hold you back from attracting a harmonious life. So for the sake of your health and future happiness, you need to forgive the past. You may think that you've forgiven the past, but if there's still some things that irritate you or get under your skin when you have to talk about it, then you are still emotionally invested in that situation. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean blessing, forgetting, or condoning the unsavory behavior. It means releasing yourself from a self-created prison so you can move forward with your life. When you come to accept and move on from real or perceived betrayals, you create a happier future built on freedom and inner peace. Bitterness only attracts disharmony, misery, and pain. Thus, forgiveness is the best way to set your spirit free. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to forgive people, situations, and behaviors from the past. You have to. By reliving past misfortune, you run the risk of attracting more of the same. But when you forgive, let go, and move on, you can make your dreams come true. You improve your prospects for the future when you practice acceptance and forgiveness. I create a happier future as I accept and forgive the past. Again, most people would say, I think I've done that work. I've let go, I've forgiven, I've whatever. But as I said, if there's still something that irritates you or gets under your skin, if you were to mention it or if someone brings it up and it's still, it's like when there's no feeling towards the situation, you know that you've healed it. Okay? So you need to look at that for yourself. Do you still get irritated when you think about someone? When you focus on the past in that person's life or whatever? Is it something that you still hold on to in one way or another without even realizing it? If so, it's holding you back. It's holding you back. It took me a long time to come to peace with the behavior of certain people in my own life when, especially when my son was with his dad and, the way that I was treated and how I couldn't get anybody to just listen for 5 minutes. And then when I did, I was vilified and I would keep pushing things and then I'd be told that, oh, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that. And nobody just cared. And I felt resentment about that for the longest time. Like when someone is telling the truth, when someone is actually telling the truth and that person who's telling the truth is still not believed, it's one of the hardest things in the world. It's one of the most frustrating things in the world, right? And you're telling the truth and the other person's lying and the other person is getting so much leeway. And you're there like, how can you people not see this? Any person in their right mind that has any stitch of nous about them would be able to see that the person that you have right in front of you is honest and the other person that you have right in front of you is a scoundrel. Why are we tiptoeing around this whole thing? Like I wanted to go in, guns blazing in one sense of the way, right? And just, hey, this is wrong. And it took me a really long time to just get past those injustices because it did lead to justice in the end. Okay? I got satisfaction in the end. But it was a long way coming, It's a long time without your children together. And it's a long time without having anything done about it. and nobody to listen to, and nobody to listen to you, sorry. So those things took me a really long time to get past, and there are still parts of me that think about it and cry, release, whereas before I'd think about it and get really peed off. But I think about it now and I see what was actually happening, what was actually taking place. It's got to do with the blueprint of my child and his life. And your situation has to do with the blueprint of your life, okay? And all those else around. It's not always what we want it to be. And especially when it comes to children and all these kinds of things, right? Parents and children, parenthood, this one living with this parent, this one going here for visits and that. When it's like that, we have to also understand that our children have decided a pathway, and it has nothing to do with whether we were a good parent or not. It has everything to do with what they also chose. So, that being said, let's take a look at these. Look at these. We've got these Viking cards here. These are tarot. Kind of don't want to mess up the little swirl I made here. I'm going to. Okay. So I'm going to draw these cards, and this is just asking us about our near future. Remembering that these readings are about May, okay, 2022. So we have the 7 swords. We have the 4 cups. We have the King of Cups. And we have the 7. These are the dwarves. Okay, so we have the 7 coming up twice here. All right, since these have different Viking stories and fables on it, I'm just going to read real quick what's going on here. So this is the 7 swords is Eric the Red, and this is about design, daydreams, and safety. Eric the Red is stealing from this particular village, and he's looking back over his shoulder and hoping, and this is not what the book says, but he's hoping that he can get away with it, okay? There is something, whenever this card comes up, okay, there is something sneaky around you. Sneaky. Someone trying to get away with something. Someone trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Someone who has taken advantage of you and your kindness and has gotten away with it, like I was just talking about. There are situations here that people will have the best of intentions sometimes, and then they just can't pay, their bill, or they can't give you back what they took, or they can't offer any kind of help or assistance to you when you need it, right? There's just this sensation that you have been taken advantage of in one way or another, and you're usually blaming yourself when that happens. I should have known. I shouldn't have done that. I should have listened to my instincts. I shouldn't have trusted this person. I should have. What's it got anything to do with you? It doesn't have anything to do with what you should have done. It has to do with this person being a jerk and deciding that they were going to take advantage of someone who is kind-hearted, thinking that because you're kind, that you must be weak in some way. People think that about me. Like, they mistake my kindness for weakness. It could not be further from the truth. I'm just a nice person. It's just who I am. But you try to take advantage of me or rip me off or, not do what you say you're going to do, you're going to get the same treatment as anybody else who does that to me in any other part of my life, and you will never be able in that door again. And this is what you have to learn. It took me a long time to learn that one, because I would forgive everybody. I didn't want to make any waves. I didn't want to upset anyone. No. That just opens the door for more thieves, for more people who are desperate to take over, to take advantage, get what they can, not pay for something. It's not right. So if you went to Walmart or one of the shopping centers and you didn't pay for something, what is it called? Stealing, right? Shoplifting. You go to jail for that sort of thing. But people think that they can take advantage of me or you or anyone anytime they want because you're nice. This has to stop, okay? And it just comes in with having a little bit more self-confidence, because you also have the Four of Cups here, which shows that there are other options for you. There are other situations that could come forward, right? And Skania here is a servant of Freya. And this talks about plans and reconsidering something and civility. So there's a lot of energy around the cups, right? The Four of Cups here of getting stuck in a rut. And that can come because everybody is, takes advantage of you. It's also something that you need to plan or think through carefully, but not overthink, because you'll just stop yourself from doing anything. It looks like, as I look at this picture, hang on. Yeah, there's an offer made. There is something that is given here, and the person is too focused on the way that they want to do it that they're not seeing the opportunity come in for freedom in another angle. And then it could be that this King of Chalices comes through here too. This is King Jodor, who's busy, and he's a man of authority. He's a man of science as well. And in the Seven of Cups, we have, it's all cups except for one. We have the dwarf here. And it's the gifts of Turgador, Holger Brador. Spells, premonition, and revenge can come up here too. Oh no, this is Pentacles. Oh, wrong page, sorry. Yeah, same thing. Results, premonitions, collections, deliveries, things like this. So hang on. It looks like, and this is for May 2022. And it looks like we do have this help available, and that this is our past of people taking from us, and ripping us off blindly, thinking that they're getting away with it. And it doesn't even matter how you look at that. You could look at that on a worldwide scale as well. Leadership getting away with whatever they want, as always. And the layman, has to deal with all the consequences and all of the sufferings. You want to be able to move out of a rental because the rent just goes higher and higher. And how can you save for a home when the rent's going higher and higher, and people are just having to leave? People are homeless in Colorado. You would not believe. I couldn't get over it. How many homeless people that they have here, yet the government or the state itself makes so much money through dispensaries, marijuana dispensaries. It is crazy, the tax on that. And yet we have homeless veterans. I'm just so shocked. You know, I would love, there should be a program where you take these abandoned towns, or you take, you know, a small plot of land or something and make the tiny homes or something like it and help them. People are on the street with animals and things, you know, and the way that things are going or have been going, you know, we can't put up with this. And I just think that these people think they're getting away with it, but help is at hand for us. And also, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles here, we've created a solid ground of what we will and won't accept. And I think we've seen what we're not going to accept anymore. Australia, you know, over in Europe, in the UK, everywhere, people are just sick of it, you know. And we've got strong cases here to make everything, well, allow things to change, not make it change, but allow things to change and accept help when it comes in. We're going to do some more readings here. Okay. I know everyone's waiting on Lenormand. I had another odd deck. Okay. Right now, really quickly, I'm going to suggest that you choose yes or no. Okay. And I'm going to, like, this is a really super important question you have. You don't want to be relying on a card reading for it, okay? So just some kind of question that you have and you would like a yes or a no, a positive or a negative. Let's take a look what answers we get. First question, think about it now. Just an easy question, okay? And I'm just going to trust. And I will tell you the answer for the first question. The answer for the first question is maybe. Okay, I have to stick with that because that's exactly what it is. Maybe. Maybe the answer is not really known right now. Okay, second question. Yes or no? Yes is the answer to the second question. One more. Last one. Okay, the answer is yes for that one as well. Just so you know. This particular deck, I found this on eBay. It is called the Vikings Tarot. Okay, it's in multiple languages as well. So, okay, don't worry, I've got more. There's more, there's more. Okay, first of all, I was working on these and I want to show you how easy this is, okay? Get yourself a little deck of playing cards, all right? And you can make your own Lenormand, all right? So these are the Lenormand I made. You can find the cardamancy that goes with each Lenormand card. So for the rider, it's the 9 of hearts, right? The gentleman is the Ace of hearts, and so on. And what I did was you take number 6 and below out of the deck, and the rest of it will be, and take the jokers out, and the rest of it is your little deck. But you could also keep those other ones in and make your own expanded edition, but it would be pretty big. Okay, it would be 56 cards instead of 36, so you could think about that. So what I did with mine is I got the ones that were not coated. I mean, these are just old. Anyway, I have another deck that I wanted to show you, but Yeah, these are old, but they're not coated so that I can write on them. All right, so you would only use these to do the Lenormand cards, okay? And so on here, I put some keywords for myself. Now, I've been getting this whistling in my ear, so I'm sorry if I... we can see, we're going to go through the Lenormand today. And we're going to go through quite a few different decks and test it out, all right? So we have the woman, we have the gentleman. These are our representation cards. So yeah, if you want me to go through this with you and make a deck like this, and you want to do it with me, I'll make a video on it. See if I can get another deck. But yeah, if you get the paper ones, you can just write on there, okay? So, usually when I go to the Salvation Army store, thrift store, op shop, they have like a whole lot of decks, usually all bound up, you know how they do. Whoops. And you can go in there and get a bulk lot, and that's what I did. I have some other really cool playing cards, and I don't know where I put them. Never mind. So we have... Okay, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do another reading for us as well with the Lenormand cards. I actually have a method that I will show you. First, I'm just going to get a look at these. And we will build on this. Okay. Worldwide. Come on, Lenormand. Okay. May 2022. What is going to happen around the globe? Firstly, we have, this is the crossroads. So it's about choosing. It's about following your dreams. It's about a decision that you're going to have to make coming up soon. And the stars are sitting with it, which talks about success, healing, being a healer, a decision that brings you into success, dreams coming true. I mean, this is amazing, having psychic sight. The stars bring news sometimes from a distance that somebody's going to be okay. That you know, that you hear from somebody from a distance, and it's very, very positive. Now we keep getting the child come up. If you've been noticing the readings, the child has been coming up a lot. And this is about child comes to you or animals come in your direction. A beginning is happening now. A youthful start. Okay, so focusing on it in that way. And appreciation, fate, a gift. Maybe this child is a gift to you. Maybe this animal's a gift to you. See how this works? A new beginning is a gift as well. So, as we're going through, we'll also get all of the cross cards as well. So the cross with the star is a talking about a leader as well. Crossroad and star is a leader, a guide, a general, a commander. And we have to have psychic sight about this as well. And then we have the child and the bouquet, or someone that's helping the children. Yeah, a happy, lovely child as well. So the child can reveal a pregnancy or a number of children you may have. So, you know, looking around at the cards. Also, so it can also be used to represent a child in a reading. Not that you'd really want to do a reading about a child, but if it comes up, then you would know that this would generally be a younger person. The Lenormand cards, every single card can describe a person, you know. That's cool as well. Okay, so this actually talks about a general, a commander. All right, so what about this? I know this is difficult because we're looking at it like this, but here he is, a fox, deception. News about this, okay? So generally we have really good. This is a really good quad of cards here. But when we get certain things in different connections, it means a different thing. Hang on a minute. See, to the right of us, okay, is the ring. And that is a positive. If this ring was over here, this can be a lessening or a negative aspect. But it's over here, so this is about us, and this is awesome. And people are moving house. I keep seeing that as well. Over and over. I hope it's us. We love this house, but it is ridiculous to keep it going. And we don't want to be tossing money down the drain. We want to be able to buy so that we can just settle somewhere. You know, it doesn't feel like we've settled yet. Okay. All right, I'm going to get these. We're going to have a look at these combinations. I'm just going to get the next lot of cards ready. So it's going to be interesting to see if these cards start to mimic what the other readings have been as well. Okay, so the Fox and the Rider to start with. You got to remember that these Lenormand cards were written a really long time ago, and they're different, you know. So this can talk about a new job opportunity, a new employee, a new recruit. However, the Fox itself describes all kinds of con artists. Detectives and law enforcement employees are also represented, as they have to be sneaky and creative to catch the bad guys. But be mindful that can also be a warning of signaling a disloyal individual. So a new person coming forward, a new employee or something, just be careful. Follow what your guts are telling you. Now it's also crossing the star, which brings in upper management, a pilot, coach, aerospace employee. Now we just had the card of a general or a commander. We have to be remembering these key words. The Fox and the Crossroad, a job openings, interviews, offers, part-time jobs. See? Now, the Rider or the Messenger, and the stars are about spiritual signs and help. The Messenger, the Rider, and the Crossroads talk about new possibilities and multiple offers and options. Obviously, we know with the Fox, it's about news, new employment. Okay. On the other side of this, we have the Ring and the House with the Child and the Bouquet. Okay, so some of you, there's a child coming, that you're pregnant, or you're going to have a baby, or you're adopting, or you're fostering or something, and you have the child bouquet thing. Okay, so the Ring and the House. See, this is a commitment, someone offering you something. Also, it's also about a real estate transaction. So it could be a sale or purchase, a new lease. Maybe you're going to get information. Maybe you have to renew your lease. I don't know. Ours is probably coming up soon. They're going to be like, please don't go. The Ring and the Bouquet also talk about pleasant transactions and positive outcomes. The Ring and the Child can talk about adoption, a fertile union, legitimate offspring, your own children coming forth. But a Ring can also tell about a relationship's future And, you know, it also is, if it comes up in a relationship reading, you know you have someone who's committed to loyalty. But if it comes up with the fox, then you might want to be careful or reconsider this option. However, this is coming up more with a sale, a transaction, a financial flow. It's a new beginning with this finances, and we're being blessed here. Okay. So what goes along with the fox and the rider? The cross. And the stork. Okay. Then we have the heart. See the ring in the heart? Some people are actually having, like, they're getting married and having a child. Like, that's exactly what that means. It's very good luck. But also, look at all the cards we had of self-love. Look at all the cards we had about forgiveness, loving yourself, putting yourself first. You know, this is what's missing, is the love for the self. And now it's coming up in these readings as well. So we have the heart, the flow, the fulfillment, the romance. It's all beautiful here. The cross and the stork, that's a little bit different because you have one change and one burden as well. So it actually, yeah, it does bring change. It does bring recovery and relief, perhaps, from these burden. Release from this burden, okay? Maybe a friend comes to help with that. Yeah, then we have invitations for fun. Someone that cares about you is also going to help you in the next part of your life. Okay, what else does the world need to know? Clover brings the fortune, brings the happiness. Ooh, brings the business success. Say yes. The letter. Someone very passionate. Don't get into an argument with anybody that you see that can openly display anger. They've got issues. Okay, keep going. So, good fortune. The bear brings us our finances. The letter and the whip. So, there's information about some kind of disagreement here. See, I'm going to have to look at that one. All right. So, this is, yeah, a forwarded letter or someone who's angry. Someone who's really over the top sexual as well, and it's creepy. You actually have the letter in the garden, and this is positive. This is about newsletters and things like that. And you actually have the letter with the heart, which talks about love letters as well. What it's warning you about is someone who's creepy. This is not going to be the person that you want to be with. The creepy with you, they'll just be creepy all the time. Okay. But this is fortunate with regards to people's business. I like that. Then we have the mice. Okay, we're just going to be excited and surprised, I think, about this abundance coming in. I don't see this as a bad thing. I think there's relief and recovery here. Yeah, great honors, trust, yes, perception, insights. The coffin says there's a transformation and an ending. And we're going to just intuitively know what to do about this situation, and it's positive. This, you know, for someone to finally recognize you, and after all the work that you've done, it's going to, you know, feel amazing. And that's what I'm getting here. Mountain. Nervous because you're feeling like there's just always going to be a problem, or you're going to be alone, or there's going to be a delay. Maybe there's something to do with family as well. Family lineage and bonds and karmic connections that you have. Okay, so someone's health is, you know, slowing down. It's usually an older person. Again, we have, even though this is the fish card, we have this connection with the King of Diamond again that we had in our Gong Choy. And that is someone who had darker hair or brown hair. And then it's gone like whitish now. And they could be slowing down. They could be at their final, you know, this is part of your family. And it's really hard. You think you're ready, and then, you know, it happens and it's just, ugh. So anyway, that's just talking about things slowing down. Oh my God. Then we have the Scythe and the Tower have just come out together. Oh my God. We have the Book. And we have the Clouds. So what's about the Scythe and the Tower here? Ship. And the Key. Oh gosh, this is important. All right. Lilies. Older relative. Yeah, it's just backed me up. Announcement, happy news, end of stress. Anchor, content, security. The Snake is an opponent to this. She's a female we don't want to trust, but we end up with the Sun, very positive, and the Dog rewards truth, loyalty. Okay, so this is interesting when we have the Scythe Tower. It's coming around the coffin, it's coming around the moon, it's coming around the whips. It's always coming out in the same way. It's just unbelievable. Completely different deck. Oh my God. Okay, Scythe and the... So this can talk about trial and judgment. You know, we know there's a trial that's on right now. The herd and depth trial, right? I don't think it's that. It's bigger than this because the Tower is a big thing. The Scythe and the coffin can be termination, it can be resignation, it can be giving up. Someone with a prominent position could be giving up, okay, or going. The Scythe and the Key talks about significant decisions. The Scythe and the Ship talks about leaving, you know, immigrating, suddenly moving forward or moving away. Something suddenly changing here. We have the Anchor and the Snake. So something, this is interesting because the Snake is slippery, of course. And you have it come up next to the Anchor. So it talks about obstacles, challenges, and dangers, you know. Nothing we don't know. Yeah, immigration is in there. We have the Key and the Anchor together as well. Past life memories and karmic ties. So the final message is very positive. The Sun, of course, and the Dog, right? These are really positive messages. And it talks about a well-known friend, a father, a mentor, a father figure, a great person. And this is a very powerful card. So it influences the reading over the whole thing in a very positive manner, giving the energy necessary to get through any of these obstacles. So it's a card of courage. It's a card of overcoming adversity to reach our goals, right? And this is a really good way to teach yourself the Lenormand. The more that you write something, the more that you learn it. So for me, I'm just an old school kind of a person, and I write everything out multiple times sometimes. But this is how I teach myself. When I was teaching myself the tarot, I put 2 decks of cards, of playing cards together, and I created, 78 cards of those to be my tarot deck. And I went through and I picked, you know, these clubs were the wands, the diamonds were the pentacles, you know, and the hearts were the cups, right? So I went right through, the spades were the swords, and I just went through and made this my own deck, you know, when I was doing a lot of tarot. And to really teach myself, because the more that you write something, the more you wouldn't believe how much information that you have about what it is that you, like, you think you don't know something and then you go to teach someone and you know a lot more than you think you do. That's what my students found out. Becky, where did all this come from? Well, it's coming from being pedantic and doing readings a lot, even if nobody was around. I just used to spend a lot of time on my own when I was younger, and even when my kids were little and stuff, any chance that I got when a certain person was at work, I would be doing my cards. Okay, just going to move on to the next Lenormand. Okay, again, these are a little expanded. Okay, everybody. The next one that I do, the next Lenormand reading that I do, or bigger reading, I'm going to try to, I don't know how I'm going to do it because you can't see the whole desk. So I will do the 36 card spread, but I won't be able to spread them out in a grand tableau like you're supposed to. But we'll take it. We'll just do it. Okay. Okay. Clear the cards, please. We would like a clear message about May 2022, between now and the end of May 2022. What is happening in our lives and around the globe? Let's see. So some of these are expanded. So this just talks about the maze of, you know, going around in circles, and then something really lucky happens for us. And oh my God, we transform. Everything starts to change. There's a lot of garden nature energy in these pictures. So we're going to get back to basics and our roots is what I want to say. A social invitation, a very lucky invitation, a very lucky change and transformation, and it brings us into bliss. We have been feeling this way, this cloudiness, right, and this confusion. But we keep getting information that comes to help clear this energy. You see, information. Choices to make. How we see this crossroads card come up towards the front like this. I am not going to further shuffle any of these cards. I'm going to leave them in my hand and draw from the top. So we have the mice and the destiny here. So something we find out about in multiple places here is the key that opens up the door to relieve us of the stresses that we've been through. I do see the mice come up a lot when it's a friend in need. So just be aware of that too. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3 lots of information. Information about a house as well. This makes sense. Or someone coming to your house. Okay. Information about a friend that needs your help. Let's take a look. I can't get over the amount of information. All right, so the bird and the horse is comments, feedbacks, response. The birds and the key, public announcement. See? Soulmates, karmic partnerships, the birds in the letter, news, media, emails, internet, press conference, birds in the house, roommates, living companions, you know, a house with a lot of people coming in and out all the time, right? So what's this luck over here with the... some kind of risky situation that you're not sure about, but we're going to hear news about some sort of situation going on. All right, we'll keep on going. All right. Here's the heart again. There's the abundance again. There's the karmic energy. There's the child again. This is a family message. Maybe one of your kids is coming home. Maybe it's not the one that you thought. Okay, so there's a connection with definitely messages coming to the house about family. Oh my gosh, here's the commitments. Oh, there's the tower. Oh, there's the compass. See, this is someone in the tower, which is in this building, this important building that is a risk, or is someone very clever who is playing a game. It's part of our destiny to figure it out, right? Hang on. Because the ring is at the left of us. So that puts a bit of a negative aspect on this card next to it, which means that we can't trust this person completely. Oh, let's keep going. There, oh my gosh. That's because this person's a snake. Oh my God, and we intuitively know. Oh God. See? That's a trial. That's a court case. That is happening. It's part of our destiny. It's to do with, this is to do with someone who should be retiring. Makes sense? That's true. This is, I mean, you can look these up. This is what it means. We're going to have to be, yeah, someone that is pretending to be helpful to, someone's pretending to be helpful to the people and is, there's only one person I can think of with red hair right now. And it's a female, okay? The person is not telling us the truth at all, okay? Skating around. All right, wait a sec. Snake and the fox. Serious enemy. A bad employee. But they have a tough job. Okay. Illusions, lies, deceptions, and manipulations with this one and this one. With the snake and the ring, there will be a compromise, agreement, or solution. I like that. But okay. I just gotta keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ship. See, we have someone loyal to us. I've said it again and again and again, who has overseas connections. This person is not the fox. Here comes the information, and it comes in buzzing. People buzzing with information about it. Okay, it can't go unnoticed. Okay, it's coming in. See, there's the whip and the anchor. So it's the end of trouble here, as we have this financial sort of energy coming in. And the sun, remember, is a positive aspect. We had the sun down. So by the end of the month, towards the end of the month, so much starts to make sense. We go into more of our destiny, healing, burdens are lifted, wishes coming true. People are, we're so grateful for this recovery. We're so grateful for these changes. We're so grateful for the things that are finally taking place. And we're seeing things falling apart, It's just unbelievable how much goes on. And they're lost. They've lost everybody. It's over. So could be an announcement of someone's passing this month. There could be a prominent person that suddenly not there anymore and somebody else takes over. It could be an exposure of multiple levels of corruption, which is already underway. I mean, that's just it. That's why you're seeing so much panic right now. And changes that are inevitable. Okay, so we're gonna it just keeps coming up. Okay, we have another deck. Where the heck is it? Okay, I'll just use this other deck. These little ones. Okay. Some of these have multiple masculine and feminine cards. So we'll just find the masculine, feminine, and then whatever's in there's in there. There we go. Okay, everyone. Oh, gosh. Okay, clear these cards. We are asking about May 2022. We would like a clear message, please, of what's going to take place in our lives and around the world as well. Okay. The sun. Okay. The sun and the dog again. Okay. This was in the first reading that we had. The clouds. All right. We get that. The clouds. The tower. I'm just going to take from the top. See, there's a change in this tower. Because of the information, there's a change. Government, leadership, bosses, CEOs, big wigs, big tech, big pharma, whatever you want to call it. There's some changes coming. The burden is lifted. The information comes forward. We will hear about someone passing. We will hear about it. We have the bear and the birds. So we have announcements with regards to business and finances as well. And we have extremely good luck with some kind of invitation or social event. Maybe this is an announcement, a stadium, an arena, a large place, a compound of some kind, and it's an announcement portal, if that makes sense. Something comes to change all of our lives for the better. It's an intervention. It's a supportive person. It's maybe more than one. As I said to you before, there's usually a group. We get this news, we get this information about the healing, about the commitment made to us. Someone working behind the scenes to help us. It's part of our karmic energy. Some people are literally moving into the family home or connecting with family. Everyone's coming together again. There's health for someone in the family. There's love, there's fertility. Oh my God, that's literally the key to the house. See this guy. It's information about this person. This person thinks they're going to get away with it. That's almost like the tarot reading, where they've been getting away with it for so long. And they can't get away with it any longer because there's just too many fingers in too many different pies, and people are going to start talking. People will, you know, what they say what happens when the ship goes down? The vermin flee. They'll jump ship. They're going to try to find some piece of log or something to float on and get out of there. They're going to find a lifeline. So the tree and the house, really quickly, is a stable health, a spiritual house, or a healing center. This is awesome. It also goes along with the stars there. So the key and the fox here. Is an important position. A key employee agreement. Okay. There's the heart in the house again. You see this love? So this could be an older person who's kind of aggressive as well. There's some kind of trouble. This is the 11 card, yeah. Arguments here. Keeping us in place or trying to keep us stopping us from finding things out. We always find it out though. We always find, oh gosh. See, that is those two together. Oh, and the snake. Oh my God. This old house. Oh my Lord. Okay, hang on a minute. We'll work this out, okay? Whatever goes on, okay, worldwide, I know it takes so much time and we're sick of waiting and blah, 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 but it's happening, everyone. You don't realize how much there was to deal with. So there's a lot to actually fix and bring up to the surface, because if they don't do it properly, it's going to get squashed as misinformation. Misinformation. All right, but let's take a look here. So we have the whip, right, which has come out right next to the lily. And that's aging, okay? Aging, all right? So this is someone who's old, an old snake, right? Sorry. A troublemaker. Oh, God. A dangerous acquaintance, okay? All right, so we also have, all right, so we have the whip and the scythe, and this is the one that made my eyebrows rise, okay? Because this talks about an accident as well. This talks about someone restrained, somebody cancelled, terminated, or an accident that happens to this old person. Now, this is someone who's not a loving family member. This is not about a loving, kind, sweet person, okay? This is something that's going to be announced. This is someone of prominence. And I know there's a lot of oldies, you know, out there around the globe in positions of prominence, i.e. the Queen, okay? But I feel this is a masculine energy, and it's been a masculine energy. I do also feel there's another announcement to come about a female. I just don't think that it's the female everyone's thinking of. Anyway, he's been cancelled. This person is being taken out of their position. And just taken out of their position. It doesn't always mean they're going to actually pass away, but we're going to probably get told about that. Oh, this has happened. You know, what a tragedy. This has occurred. Whatever situation, we're all going to hear about it. And that doesn't mean that it's actual truth either. You see? So we're just going to be vigilant here and understanding that things are about to really change. Wow. Okay. As I said, you really can't make things up. If the truth is going to come out, it's going to come out. Here we go with the child again. This may be a permanent stay. The stork and the, you know, because of this situation, you see the mice here. As I just said, the rodents jump ship. They will cling on to anything that they can as a lifeline. And that means that they'll be talking because they are extremely nervous. We have these changes come up. This is the last card, like second to last here, but you know, for the second time in these readings, some of you may be moving to a seaside location, actually, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Becky. One more. I have an expanded edition of a deck. All right, so I will grab those really quick. So this is, okay, again, so we'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. La-dee-dee. La-dee-da. Okay, this is the Runner Short Lenormand. We are protected with the from the evil eye. So with a sprinkle of Lebanese folklore and a dash of 1001 Nights, this exotic Lenormand deck reflects Rana George's nostalgic views and personal memories of Lebanon. Rana also shares her considerable expertise in the art of reading with the Lenormand, even though we don't get a book in this. We get a little download code. So every exquisite detail serves her mission of creating a deck unlike any other. I am going to create my own Lenormand as well. I decided I might make a husky Lenormand. Okay, let's get the male-female cards out. Now this one's totally expanded. We've got tons of messages here. Okay, it can be a little confusing with the, you know, number 37, right? But I am just going to trust number 39. What the heck is that? You know, I'm going to trust the right thing will come forward. Okay. There's actually one Lenormand deck that I have. I don't know where that is now. But I have 2 different types of snakes that come out too. Okay, so there's the woman. Where's the gentleman? Sorry, everyone. I don't organize anything before I start, obviously. Okay, there he is. Okay, Rana, what you got for us? Thank you for this message about August. August, all right? I keep saying August. I'm telling you, there's something going on then too. I mean, I know it's my birthday, but still, something else as well. Okay. All right. If you don't understand my sense of humor, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. You try sitting here for nearly 2 hours and see if you don't go a little funny. Okay. I do look forward to doing these. Remember, of course, everything's available on my website. Go see what's available at the Light Leaders Academy. It's not just about doing the Light Leaders Academy. I've got other healing methods available for you to do on your own. But if you do end up connecting with semester 1 for the Light Leaders Academy, you will be included in Zoom calls and information and support all the way through. And you'll continue on as we move forward with other classes and things. You'll still be invited to those, which is awesome. Okay. I want to show you that popped out. All right, we'd like a clear picture, please. Okay, see, this is the fox and the scythe. Okay. And the fish. You see, there's an end to this red-headed person as well. Their position. Or fair hair. Then we have the bear and the stars. The moon and the tree. Okay, so with the endings that come up and the situations that change, or loss of position, whatever takes place, we feel very grateful and appreciative of this new energy that's coming in. I'll have a look at these with the book in a moment as well, just so I can... There is a big book called Learning Lenormand, and you should get it if you want to learn Lenormand. I'm doing this in this way because of the reading, because of the way the setup is. But there's many different methods and spreads. Okay. See, 31. So there's the sun again. We're going to be... And the tower. Okay, we're going to be really, really supported and protected as we move through. Anchor. I'm actually going to messages. Okay. All right, first I just want to have a quick look here and then we'll move on. These are cute cards. Okay. All right, so a resignation. Okay, someone getting laid off, right? That's the scythe and the fox. Someone losing their position. And then we have the stars with the scythe, and that is a strategy for action and a new life direction. We also have investment decisions. Some people might have weight loss surgery with the bear and the scythe, right? Now with the 9 and the 34, okay, that talks about a female consumer, a beauty industry, or a modeling sort of connection here. And it's sitting with the moon, which is about emotional happiness and satisfaction, and it's also sitting with the tree, which is good health and spiritual balance. So we like that. This side tends to tell us more worldly affairs, also what I've sort of noticed when I've been doing these readings. So now we have the sun with the tower, and that talks about, oh my god, governments, arena, stage, a bigger company. Might be about a power company or solar, gas, that kind of thing. Because the 19 is big companies. And it's connected with the bear, and that's about financial success, venture capitalists. Oh my god, it can talk about the president as well. Actually says it, not just making it up. Not that I would, but some people don't believe you. Celebrity, leading personality with the with the sun and the star here. So this is actually telling us that it's talking about the president, okay? Okay, so we keep on going. Clouds. Child. Heart. Whoops. Book of information. Okay. So the child, the president, the confusion. Okay. We'll take a look at that real quick because it's funny that the child's come out there. I know some of you are like, oh my God. I've got to be careful what I say, but at the same time, I'm just trusting. So this is child services, adoption agency. Sometimes it can be a college. This one here is an error of judgment, a troubled corporation. That's there. Can you not see? It's just saying the words to us. And information that will make us feel really happy about ourselves that comes forward here too. Okay, let's take a look. Here comes the ship. I was waiting. The garden. Information. And it's like the eye here. This is also another thing about protection for us. Information and protection. We are protected from the evil eye. Oh my God, here's the snake. Here's the whip. Come on, I'm shuffling. Here's the cross. There's the information again, right? Could be something to do with church as well. And here comes the children, the church, the... God, it's all here. Mice again. Super nervous. Super nervous. Now this is a nice one. This is a nice little like card that's a part of the expanded card. It's like this rest, recovery, pretty room. Incense. Incense. Clearing the air. Oh God. There's the luck. The transformation. This is a lucky change here. There's the mountain. And that's a transformation card as well. Someone, you know, this is also talking about beings that are working with the earth. You know, they're creating magic on the earth, trying to help us. Something coming from a cold location. Committed to a new beginning. Oh, there's another card of the gentleman. And the market. So this is all abundance and shopping and being able to go back out and back into business. A house. Lilies. Like a positive. This could be a residential place or it could be a retirement village for some people. Here's the key. This is a spiritual lady. There's the stork again and the dog again. The stork and the dog working to support us. This is a white dog, a spiritual animal. These two together has come up probably, what, 3 times out of 4? Maybe it's come up every time, I can't remember. Good friendships. Good connections. Oh my God. So I just want to quickly go back here a little. The snake and the whip is important. Troublemaker, dangerous, 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 dangerous person. Okay. And who is it? That was in here somewhere. There it is. Okay. All right. So basically, as we look back on all of the readings, you know, what we're getting here is a pretty good indication. If you can do a reading a few times like this and it keeps on, you know, coming out with the same or similar types of messages, then you know that there are going to be transformations here for the world to see. That we could lose prominent people. Could be a male and a female. That we could begin to see a shifting into positivity on just about every level, and getting rid and ending the tyranny, getting rid and ending all of the stress. There isn't one person, as I said to you all before, that is not affected by all that's been taking place. You know, all the prices rising at a time when we've already been going through what we've been going through, you know. Last messages. If you want these cards, they're called the Gregory Scott Tarot. And I saw someone else using them one day and I loved them. Again, just go to eBay or Amazon or whatever. That's what I did. They were relatively inexpensive, like 15 or something. Okay. Okay, that's how we're feeling. Sick of it. This is what we're coming into. See, this is something about the royalty. See, something about royalty is ending. Now we have the Seven of Swords again. So that's deception. Okay. Oh boy. We're almost at that spot we really want to be. You know, these two cards are telling us that whatever we hear about someone passing, I don't think it's going to be true. But the person won't be around. Okay. You know how they do? Like Elvis. Okay, so the information will come out. It has no choice but to come out. And we go into a connection, you know, see the children being reunited with people. No more being on the outside looking in all the time. We're going to be understanding this whole thing a lot better. We're not going to be taken advantage of like this. You see the people, there are a lot of people that are taking money to keep quiet. But a lot of people will talk if they have enough fears, okay, of what the other consequences could be. And we go into a harmonious energy vibration here. Everything changes. Everything changes. Everything becomes more gentle. Because this thing has been, you know, this fear. This is what these people have. They have a fear of something drastically happening to them. But there are worse things. We end up in this beautiful energy of turning our back on all of the chaos, bringing ourselves into meditation and contemplation again, and being able to actually do that instead of scrimping and saving and, you know, stressing. We go into this new beginning. So I'm going to be doing more readings, of course, for moon cycles and things during May. And there we go into our workforce again. Okay, this after all of this chaos ends and everybody starts to see the truth. The spiritual movement is going to be enormous, and people are going to need to be ready for that. So I see this as an extremely positive time for us. Of course it's difficult. Of course it is, you know. And I never know, like I said to you, what's going to happen with our rental or how we're going to do things. But I always just trust that something will just manifest itself. And so far, that's worked. Okay? But we're ready for the next level. Everybody's sick of this restrictions and this being so expensive and getting all of this BS come out of the news, and just, you know, people fighting with each other instead of embracing themselves, moving forward. Because it's so easy to be grateful when everything's going well. So easy to do that. Of course it is. You feel so much better. And the real trick here is that we're going to have to remain positive even when we're not sure exactly how the heck this can all work. But I'm telling you, not one of you is here for no reason. You are all here for a big reason. The change of this earth, right? The change of this earth. Okay, memories, unlock your past regression, timeline therapies, constant dreams. A clue is missing, but you'll figure it out in 3 days. The moon, the crown, the psychic, the healer, famous energy here, intuitive in a couple of weeks. And we say someone who's prominent, stop worrying, trust the next moon is coming up with things here. Expansion, allow yourself to express your feelings. Your environment is changing. We kept seeing this as well. Kept seeing people reconnecting. History, where are you drawn? Where you live has significance. You need to cleanse yourself. Something about photographs. An older friend is helping. Okay, one more. What else can people expect coming up soon? Parents, relations, healing, and emotions. PTSD, complexities of this. Everybody has it. Break free. You don't need to keep this with you though. You just got to understand it. Ancestors with you. Look for signs. You need to heal now. That's what you're here for. You can be in a stronger vessel to move into the next levels. Okay, big things are coming. Look, underneath, relief. It's almost over. It's time to leave that situation. A new person enters and is really important. Okay, 3 days we got here. 3, 4, 3 days is the most, and by the next moon also. Okay. Wow, everyone, I never realized it's so long that I'm talking. I really hope you appreciate it, and it was enjoyable for you. And don't forget, we're going to have our crystal auction next week. And until the next time, hope to see you at the academy somewhere. And or you can come and have a reading or something yourself. Get your own recording, get your own video reading like this. I do these now. I can do a Zoom call with you and do a reading. Whatever you would like as we move forward. Sending many blessings, and bye for now.